This is the live call-in show. All right. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna answer your questions for a little while I'm doing cardio. All right. Let me start my timer with the cardio, man. Bro, isn't FitX fearless? No, I'm not. I'm not FitX. Like that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? That's actually the homie. And if you watch the stream yesterday when he said that I've been his mentor and somebody who's mentored him for a long time. So yeah, we're not. That's the homie, but I'm super happy for the success, man. You can get off my dick though. You know what I'm saying? You not nobody, bitch, nigga. All right. Yo, what's good, everybody? If you're trying to call in and jump on the stream, man, the link is in the description. All right, you can hop on and we're gonna do this shit. You gotta have your video on because people try to get in, they don't have their video on. And I ain't fucking with that. Because I don't know what I'm gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your video on. All right. That homie Adam is right here. Let's go, Adam. First one with the video on. What's up, homie?
Yo, what's up?
What's good?
How
Man?
you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How you?
I'm good. So right now I'm in high school and I'm working on my watch brand. So I actually have two questions for you. So first of all
right.
I work part-time at a supermarket, and like the wage is really it's not that good, especially when you want to build something that's high quality.
Right.
And you want to buy in a batch of that, so it's not sustainable if you want to do that. So first of all, how would you make money in 2025? Because like right now I'm thinking maybe trying to work with different companies, whether it be restaurants or stuff like that.
First of all, but you must be new here and it's all good. We don't use that word.
Which one?
The T word.
Oh.
Yeah, because it implies failure. You know
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You got it. It's all good. You ain't know, man. You're
yeah. So
you're still learning. You're a young man.
We don't
talk that bitch talk, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not try babies over here.
All right.
All right. So what was the question again? Can you rephrase the question in a way where?
So like I was thinking about making videos.
Okay.
For businesses, vertical videos.
Okay.
That could be distributed on different platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe doing like a personal brand, because I live in Denmark and there's nobody really here that is like trying to be an expert on the vertical videos and how to do those and what actually works in terms of like attention span and stuff like that, and talk about
you know that?
Huh?
Do you know it?
Yeah, like I've had some experience. I grew an account that was like of like the Danish Shark Tank at the time.
Okay.
I made one there, and I think I have like a video with like 700,000 views, and compared to the Danish population of 6 million people, it's not that bad.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's definitely a viable option. So you would have like a short form agency where you handle.
Yeah, something like that, just to like get capital flowing in and to start the brand. So that's like my first question. What would you do? Any advice on there? And second of all, I want to build this luxury brand. I have a sample home of the watch, and I'm still working on it. But like, how would you go about like luxury? Because I feel like a lot of the well-established luxury brands, what they work off is their legacy. That's like their selling point. and that's like one of the hard things if you wanna do legacy, because I haven't been
Yeah, you
around
ain't
to
got a
now.
legacy, man. You know how you gonna compete with these 100-year companies? You know.
That's the that's
However,
the that's the thing.
you gotta be different. You know. So there's a hold on. I'll show you. I have a lot of watch. I have a few. Here's some of my nicer ones, right? So you got the AP right here, RM 29.
I see that.
Yeah. So, but check this out. This is a small company out of London. It's called Studio Underdog. And what they did is they had like watches. It's hard for me to. It's not going to
Yeah,
show.
it's the focus.
But check them out. Like you got to model these smaller, newer brands. So Studio Underdog is one. They out of London, and they do like limited edition drops, and they got kind of popular within the watch community.
Mm.
People who really fuck with watches, like they got really popular. Studio Underdog, and like it's hard to even get one of their watches, right? You got to get on a waiting list and shit, you know.
Mm.
And I was only able to get it because I fucking DM'd them, which said, "Hey man, I got watch videos. I got 1 million views, man." And they said, "Okay, here's the link. You can buy one." And then
That's like
there's another company. Let me show you. You know what? I'll bring. You know what, man? Let's just go. Why am I fucking around? I can share my screen. So check it out. Studio Underdog. Let's go to the website, and I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. To be clear, this is a hard business to get into.
it is a really hard business. I mean, I can show you mine after you just show me that. So just like to
Yeah,
show you what I'm doing.
but you can learn a lot from this brand because they're a small brand out of London. They've only been around for like a year or two, you know, and they're super popular in the watch community. So they started off with this chronograph, and it was something different. It was unique. People got
Yeah.
excited about it. This chronograph, and this is like I don't know how much you know about watches, but this is like a Salida movement, you know, and
Yeah, Solida. Yeah, I know Solida, the
so it's
Swiss
like
one.
it wasn't crazy from the manufacturing or the technological. It was the design was unique. Sometimes
Yeah.
different. Sometimes being different is better than being better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they're just different. And then I saw this one. I was like, oh shit, this will match my gray suit. And I'd be wearing this. I'm sorry, I have a suit this color, and I wear it with a shirt this color. I'm like, fuck, I need that shit. So I went and got that one, the desert sky, and then I was like, well, fuck it, man, let me get the black one too, right? But then they got a bunch of, but they do, these are unique. Like you don't see a lot of chronographs that look like this. So the one thing they go off is they got a lot of attention in the watch community, right? And then there's exclusivity, right? You can't just like I probably can't just buy it right now. If I try to buy right now, I probably can't. Yeah, don't miss the drop, man. So they do drop. It's not
exactly.
that expensive, right? But if we went on, let me show you something. If I go on eBay, right, and let's say I wanted to get a Studio Underdog.
Let me just grab my computer real quick so I can show you some
Yes, fine.
other stuff.
But now when I go on eBay, those same watches you just saw. Oh, sorry, hold on. For $400 and some dollars on eBay. Oh, shit. On eBay, they selling these bitches for 900. This one is
Damn.
fucking. You know what I'm saying? They going crazy with him.
But $400 for a Solida movement, is that automatic?
Nah, it's not. You got to manual wind it. The thing is, this is aftermarket, right? Because they only do drops, so it's the exclusivity. You get what I'm saying? It's this
Yeah.
you can't get
But
these.
I'm just thinking about the price point, because like most people at that price point, that would be like quartz.
But this
You
ain't the
don't.
price. Yeah. You were talking about 500.
You said it was 400, correct?
Yeah,
Like
400 for change. Yes, but they're getting the price down some kind of way, you know.
yeah.
And but it's the exclusivity. Look what they're going for on the secondary market. like 3-4 times as much.
That's what you need to. That's what you need to do. That's what you
It's
need
that
to do.
it's that exclusivity. Oh, my fault, man. I didn't mean to take.
No, no, you're good.
Can you see it? Did you see it? Was I sharing my screen the whole time?
No, no.
Oh, my fault. I'm tripping. So look what they're going for on the secondary market is what I was trying to say. So this one's like 900. This is 8, and these are just bids, right? So or some of them are way up, right? This is a $500 watch, right? Going
Yeah.
for like 1,000. It's the exclusivity is what I meant to show you. And then I'm gonna show you one more thing. Now this company doesn't do exclusivity. What they do is they go off of you can buy these. And they just unique looking watches. So it's super unique. They're not doing that regular shit. So sometimes being and even studio underdogs are different too. So it's just something you guys should all remember in business. Sometimes being different is better than being better. Being different is better than being better, right? So this is Brew. This is a company out of Manhattan, but they just have interesting watches. Like it's an interesting chronograph, and I believe these are quartz, right? And they're selling, but look, they're selling it for like 400, blah blah blah. But they're interesting, you know. And it's a small company, man, in Manhattan, like super small. So you need to find these small brands to mimic first. You're not going to be competing with. I bought this one. I like it. I thought it looked cool. I own this one. You know what I'm saying? You know, and now I'm somebody who's got like an RM, APs and shit, you know, but it is sold out though. A lot of people like it. I was the only one. And yeah, they're just doing something different. So they had some unique design language. I saw Idris Elba, the actor.
Yeah.
He was he was wearing one of these. Like they was about to wearing one of these.
Underdog Studio?
Nah, the Brew.
The Brew? How do you spell that? Because you're not showing your screen. I can't see.
Oh fuck! This whole time I thought I was sharing my screen. Y'all gotta tell me.
I was like, is he talking about something else?
My fault. Like I apologize.
No, you good.
All right.
Yeah, I see those.
Yeah, this is Brew. BRU. Y'all gotta. I apologize for not sharing my screen.
No, it's all right.
You gotta hit an extra thing on StreamYard that you don't have to click on Zoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I own this one, this black one.
They're nice.
Yeah, it's dope. It's like interesting, and it's a quartz movement.
You
know, this one's cool too. I like chronographs, and I see Idris Elba was spotted wearing this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just got some. So they both of these brands, but I say they're unique.
Yeah, they're different.
They're different. The studio manual, but it's a manual wine. It's not automatic. So but these are quartz.
Yeah, I see that. But I mean the thing is, let me just show you mine real quick, because I also have website and shit up, so you could even
let me see the website.
You can jump in. So if you type in SA3A.
Hold on. Take it easy. What is it? SA3A
watches.com.
I'm gonna search. I'm gonna check it out first, man, before, just in case you send me to some pornography. All right, let me make sure this is the right page.
No, I mean, I can show you the logo. I got it right here.
I'm just messing with you. This is the right page, right?
I can pull it up if it is.
Is this it? Is my fault? Is this it?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So yeah, I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to know you spell watches, man? You spell watches. What is this? What you got going on here? I gotta click it. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, first of all, have the watch on the landing page, brother. You know
what'd you say?
Have the watches on the landing page.
Yeah, I mean, but I wanted to do like a little bit of a minimalistic, and I just found like the theme, and I thought it was fine, because I was like,
have the watches on the landing page, bro.
All right. All right.
All right, so this is one of your watches.
Yeah, this is like the primary. It looks a lot like an AP, but the thing is, see, the brand name in Arabic means watch. It means hour. It has like a lot of different meanings. So like a lot of words in Arabic, they have different meanings for the same word. So like it's very correlated with time and stuff like that. So I wanted to do like Arabic numeral because my parents are Arabic. So I wanted to do like Arabic numerals, and I'm trying to go for
You're what?
like an Arabic
You're what?
audience and
You're what?
my parents.
No, you said you're what going for?
I'm
You
going
said
for the
T
Arabic,
word?
like an Arabic
Okay.
audience.
My fault. I thought you said the T word.
No, no,
All right, so we're not try babies over here.
no, 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 no. We don't do that.
All right, you're going for all right, cool. All
I'm
right, and
go.
what's the question? My fault. I'm sorry, man.
So yeah, yeah. So first of all, how would you make money to like get this going? And second off, what would your recommendation be for
Well,
like
so you
luxury
are sounds
markets?
like you already got it going. You mean like how do you market it and sell more of it? Is that what you
No,
mean?
no, 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 no. How like how do you get like funding? Like how do I
Oh, you don't
start making money?
this shit don't exist in real life. This is a prototype.
Yeah, yeah. I have a sample.
So it's now so it is going. Like, can I buy it now?
I mean, if you did, I don't know. I was because what I did was I
So
did some.
yes or no, brother? If I hit this button, can I make a purchase?
You can make a purchase, but you might have to
Like
wait a while.
like how long? You don't know. All right, so you're not really going. You only have one prototype, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, yeah. I know a few people want to buy, but it's not enough. So what I did was I spent like $1,600 on ads on a profile. I don't know if I can say the words. It's not the T, it's the I.
Yeah.
You were also live in there, uh,
Okay.
like some time ago. So like the profile is like very like Arab related content and stuff like that. But it really missed, and I like right now I'm just like back at like the drawing board.
Yo,
Like
you
what
know,
can
so what's the difference between your brand? Let me just ask you quick. Just look at this watch, and feel free to go in the comments and tell me. Then don't roast him. Let's help this brother. He's a young man. What's the difference between this watch and the two successful micro brands that I just showed you? Any micro watch brands? Who knows what's the difference is?
their
Type in the
designs.
comment. Type in the comment. What do you think the difference is? I'm gonna wait. I want to say it. You know. Well, one there's accessibility is a good answer. That's a good answer, but it's not what I'm looking for. Because you can't get the Studio Underdog either, right? It's sold out. Status, maybe the Brew shit don't have a lot of status. You can just get it. You can get it $500. That's not gonna give you no crazy amount of status. There's G-Shocks that cost more than that. All right, I'm gonna tell you because you guys are struggling a little bit. It's all good. That's not a unique design.
That's it. Yeah.
You know how many fucking? Do you have any idea how many goddamn watches look like this? You got that, and if I go, so not only do you look like not only look like you, I wouldn't wear that just because it looks like a knockoff AP.
Yeah.
That's me, right? You know what I'm saying? But you got other brands doing it too, man. Right? If we go to Zenith, they're doing it. So now, not only does it look like an AP, it also looks kind of like a Zenith.
Exactly.
It almost looks like a Zenith Defy, right? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It almost looks like a. Let me think. There's another one? This is a bunch of fucking watch. There's a bunch of people copying this design. Like, what?
Exactly. But the thing is, I have made some designs and stuff like that. But the problem with it is, if you like, I was texting my manufacturer if I wanted to make a special design, how much would I need to put down for it? She was like, you need to purchase at least 300 pieces, and let's say you're
Yeah.
gonna go for like a good movement, so that'll be like 120 for like just the watch, and you times that up, you're up like 36,000 is what you need to put down. I don't have 36,000.
So instead of doing something unique, you said, you know what, let me go ahead and try to compete with Zenith, with with AP, and all these other brands are doing it, right?
I didn't show you the box. How do I flip the camera in here? Do you
Nobody
know
gives a
how?
fuck about the box, man.
Huh?
The box. No one cares about your packaging. It's a part of it, but it's not enough. It's like your watch is it's derivative.
Hmm.
It's derivative. So here's the thing, brother. You got this $30,000 plane, right? And you ain't got $30,000, right?
Hmm.
But you've never had a business before, so nobody's gonna give you $30,000, right? If you ain't never turned $1 into two, Nobody's gonna give you $30,000 to do it. No bank, nobody, right? So maybe this is not your first business, bro. People ain't gonna stop wearing watches in the next 5-10 years, right? Maybe you need to get your feet wet with a business that's low overhead, low startup costs. Learn business, learn marketing, learn how to acquire customers, learn the fundamentals of business. Customer acquisition costs, lifetime value, customer retention. Shit of that nature. How to do accounting, right? You in high school, you ain't learned accounting yet, right? So it's like learn business, get your feet wet, get experience, then go with your $30,000 idea. Because even if you had $30,000, you would fuck it up right now because you don't have the experience. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way.
I see that.
But what you don't want to do is compete with Zenith. You know who owns Zenith?
Who owns Zenith? LVMH?
LVMH, right? So really you want to compete with LVMH? You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, you know, compete with AP because your design is just too derivative. It's just too. It looks like a fake version of those watches. Nobody's going to be excited to wear that.
I see you. Yeah.
No one's going to be excited now. But the thing was with Brew, the reason I was excited I bought a Brew Watch was because that it's an integrated bracelet, but it's like different. And you see, first of all, I see the watch on the fucking first page, right? But if I start looking at it, it was like a different design language. It was an integrated bracelet, but it's different. I had never seen it like that. It didn't look like I'm wearing a knockoff AP or a poor man's AP. I bought it because I was like, oh yes, I won't get the fucking status like, oh man, this motherfucker got an AP or Richard Mille, but it's like it's something cool and it's something unique and it stands out. That's one of the reasons why they're successful. And that's one of the same reasons why Studio Underdog is having so much success because they're doing something different, man. Like there's tons of chronographs, but instead of them trying to compete with Omega and make a different Speedmaster, right? Instead of that, they this was their first watch. It went crazy in the watch community because we ain't never seen no shit like that before. I didn't buy that one. I bought this one because it matched my suit, and I was like, oh yeah, it's something different. It was only $500. Like I'm not gonna get the status from that, right? But it's something to it. Even this one is, you get what I'm saying? Like they doing something.
I see that.
Yeah, you're not doing different.
No, 100%. I see that. It's good feedback to get. That's why I'm in here. It's not.
All the micro brands that are successful are doing something unique. You feel me?
But then, do you have like any idea in terms of things I would start? I mean, I just suggested you what you could do, like the vertical video thing.
Yeah, why not do that? Why not go with that? That's like a service-based business is always going to be better, right? Because now you can get your feet wet with low startup costs and low overhead. A service-based business, providing video service. I think that'll make a lot of sense for you.
But my question is, would you be scared not to be able to satisfy your clients?
No, I just make sure that it happened.
Yeah, like of course, but I like I know if I'm gonna go into it, I'm gonna do my best. But it's like, what if this video flops or something like that? Like, what are you then gonna do?
That's any business, bro. Like it's any business. You know what I'm saying? There's a risk, right? If you don't want to take risks, go get a job.
I do have a job.
That's why. I mean, keep just being an employee if you don't want to take risks. That's the reason employees make more, right? Because employers make more because the people who create the jobs have to take all the risks. So if that's a risk you don't want to take, it's cool. Just you're gonna work for somebody who is willing to take that risk, and that's okay. You feel me?
I see that.
All right, brother. I spent like mad long with you, man. Was that helpful at all?
No, thank you so much. It's so appreciated, man. Actually.
No problem, brother. Check out micro brands, successful micro brands. Start searching.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because if that's what you want to start, or maybe just fuck with the other shit because you're not ready to start a micro brand yet. All right.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. I'll let you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Peace. And we're gonna bring the stage Joey the Beast, guys. If you want to call in, you hit that link, but you gotta have your camera on. I'm not letting you on with that camera on. Oh, hold on. Oh, Joey the Beast just left, man. He got shook. It's all good. What book would you suggest for new investors for stock ETFs, etc.? I'm looking to put 120. I'm sorry, 1,200 to 1,500 in to start. I appreciate your content. I mean, listen, man, if you're talking about that kind of money, man, just you don't need no book on how to invest in the S&P 500, brother. Just go to VOO or SPY and buy that, right? Because you're not that with that kind of money, you're not in a place where you need to fucking read a book about how to invest $1,500. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but it's just like it's cool, man. Just VOO. Or that's it. That's the S&P 500 ETF. That's all you need, brother. All right, Joey the Beast, man. What's good, homie?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How can I help you?
I was gonna ask, how can I? So basically, I'll give you a little background here. I'm in high school. I'm 17. I'm a junior. So
right.
I'm not trying to have like a big ego. I already know I'm smart. I get good grades. I have like 4.3 GPA, all the hard classes, you know. And it's not like too big of an issue. But I feel as though I have a lot of time. Like if I'm not doing my schoolwork, I'm not studying. I still have a lot of free time. Obviously, I hang out with friends, do like high school kid stuff. But in my other free time that say I'm just scrolling through my phone, just, you know what I mean, wasting time.
Yeah.
What could I be doing to better myself even more?
Oh, you reading, man?
Not really, I'll be honest. No.
Oh, okay. Then why don't you start there, homie?
All right, it's a good start.
You're like, what kind of shit are you into, man? Like, what are your goals, brother? I guess let me start this question back. Let me reverse. What are your goals, man? Where you want to be in the next 5 years, man?
5 years, definitely college, and then I'm debating between majoring in. Well, so my original thought was accounting. That's what my dad does, and I know that can take me a lot of places, business-wise. You know, it's just useful, universal skill. And then, but I was also thinking maybe becoming a doctor, but I'm not sure because I mean it's a lot of schooling and stuff, and now I'm not sure I want to.
You need doctors, man. You're never gonna hate on me saying somebody's a doctor. Like we need doctors in the world.
Yeah,
true. You're never gonna hear me hate on that. A doctor, okay, yo, man. Fun fact: a team of doctors delivered my son when he was born, man. Well, without him, man, who knows?
That's
yo, odds are a doctor delivered you. Help your mom, help you and your mom live through that experience, man. So we always need doctors.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go. The doctor's more stable. You're going to get in some debt, you know, most likely, depending on what's going on with your parents, you know. But I mean, it usually works out, man. And doctors have there's a lot of prestige in the medical industry, and you don't have to worry about AI. AI ain't going to be operating on nobody no time soon. You know, like you're going to be good.
Yeah,
AI,
so it's definitely going to be a job. So.
Yeah, humans are always going to need some help. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I mean, it depends on like. It sounds like you trying to be a fucking accountant and just that's like the safe route, but it almost sounds like you really want to be a doctor, but you're just scared to go to school that long.
What was that? The connection keeps cutting out.
It almost sounds like you kind of just think about being an accountant because that's what your dad did, and it might be the safe route, but it almost sounds like you really want to be a doctor.
Yeah, that's what I really want to do.
Man, didn't do that, man. Fuck the bullshit. Can you afford it? Can you afford to go? Can you and your parents afford to send you to college and medical school and shit?
Yeah, he makes good enough money. So
then do that, man. Follow because here's the thing: if you don't go after it, first of all, like being a doctor, it's not like you told me you wanted to be a rock star or a fucking reggaeton artist or no shit like that. Like you picked a real stable career, and that's what you really want to do. Go do that. If your parents can pay for it, man, fuck yeah, go do it, man. Like, do that shit. I'm all about it. Oh, man, he left. Guess he got what he needed to hear, man. Hold on, no, he's good. He's coming right back. Yo, Joey, man, you told me your parents have money, man. Well, they can't afford internet. What's up? All right, Joe, we're going to try this one more time. Dr. Joe, you're going to try it one more time. Yo, what's up?
Wait, am I good now?
You're good, Dr. Joe. Yeah, I say you
All
just
right.
go do that, man. Like honestly, just go do that. It's like it's a
All right, I
solid
appreciate
career.
it, but
Yeah, I'm all about you going to be a doctor, Dr. Joey. All right.
at this age, what can I do like just now besides reading? You think that I should do differently? Because I go to the gym consistently. I mean, I weigh about
okay. You got to go to
say
school.
100, like 65 to 170 pounds, but I can put up
It's hard
285
to have
on
a
bench.
conversation with you, man, because this internet shit is fucked
Got
up.
a pretty good physique.
Yeah, this ain't working at all. The internet, Joey, I gotta get you about it, man. Your connection, this ain't good content. This ain't good content. Your connection is all fucked up. This ain't good content. But what I this shit is fucked up. I didn't hear nothing you said. So you gotta go, man. But I got love for you, Joey. And what I want you to do, I want you to go be a doctor, man. I want you to be a doctor. Bitches love doctors. What I was going to tell him, hopefully you can hear me now. What I was going to say is, yo, spend your time in fucking school, man. Like on books. Like you're going to be in school. If you choose that route, if you listen to the big homie, you're going to be in school for mad long, right? So focus on grades, do extra study and study the next shit you got going on, right? Get good at studying, you know, because you're going to be doing that shit for mad long, man. You know what I'm saying? And but one thing you can do to improve your life, man, get a better fucking router or Wi-Fi. All right, I'm bring Sean L. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Chilling, player. How you?
Good. Man, I want to tell you something crazy. When I was in college, I did a public speaking class, and I had to present on your book, 7 Secrets to Burn Fat Fast as Hell. And I did a presentation on that 10 years ago.
Oh shit, man! Good for you. Did you get it? What grade did you get on that?
I mean, that was a long time ago, so I probably got an A in that. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. I believe you got an A. If not, then it's malpractice by your teacher. All right,
for sure.
Educational malpractice. Anyway, man, how can I help you, brother?
This is where I think you could probably help me because I, in the last year, dove into entrepreneurship. All right. And I had a good corporate job, high-tech company, was getting paid $250,000 a year. And then now I started my own business, and we did, I have business partners, but I mean, last year we did, $400,000. This year we're really trying to get up to like 1.1.
You really what? You really what? Sound like you said the T word.
I will get to.
Even if you don't believe, you say, man, what we working on? What we working on getting like, but this tribe, we're not tribe babies.
We will get there.
Yeah.
One thing that happened as a result of me pouring all my time and effort into my business was I gained like 60, 70 pounds. And it's hard because I think there's a lot of my personal energy being poured into doing this. And basically my brain's like, you got to use every ounce of energy possible to make this business successful for your own livelihood, for the livelihood of your family. And I just neglect like my health so much.
Well, here's the beauty of it when you're busy. Because let's say you didn't have time to go to the gym or nothing like that. That's what it sounds like you're telling me, right? All right. But you didn't gain 60 pounds from not going to the gym, right? You gained 60 pounds from eating. So the beauty is like you can lose weight without even working out. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have to just track your diet, man. And you don't even have to go fucking crazy with it, bro. I'm gonna show you something real quick. You ain't even gotta get fucking beast mode with it. It's and congratulations, getting that 400K, and this year you're working on your first 6-figure. That's fantastic, man. I wish you all the luck, and I believe in you, especially if you've been consuming Brandon Carter content for the last 10 years, man. You can't help but win. That's a normal formula for success. But I do want to show you something, and I brought it up before, but it bears repeating. Let me get this up here. Oh, all right. So there was a study done by. Oh, before I get into that, what was your question? I have someone will say, but let me hear your whole question. You didn't ask me a question.
The question is, if I pour so much energy every day into my business, on top of that, I was managing having a full-time job, like as a data science manager. I mean, where do I get the energy to, I guess, the energy and the motivation to care about my physique and to put effort into that? Because like, you know, after I guess putting in hours from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m., it's so difficult to get myself to a gym or, you know, to prepare, I mean, to prepare meals and stuff like this. So like,
you ain't got to do that. Maybe you ain't got to do that, right? Let's make it as easy as possible for you, right? And I'm gonna give you a few options. So, but first, I want to show you this. All right. So here's well, first of all, what's your fitness goal? What's your goal? Do you have a fitness goal?
I think I would like to definitely lose like 60 to 80 pounds for sure.
All right, cool. Check it out. So here's a study done by Duke University, right? And what they did was all they had people do was track their calories in MyFitnessPal. They didn't give them no workout plan. They didn't give them no diet plan. They weren't doing keto. They weren't doing intermittent fasting. They weren't even in a caloric deficit, right? No plan. They gave them no plan. They said, just track everything you eat in MyFitnessPal. And that's it. That's it, right? And on average, after 3 months, they lost 5 pounds. Now, that would be fucking awful to me if I was training somebody and they lost it. But you got to remember, they had no plan, brother. No plan. So if you had any plan, it would be better than this. And they still lost 5 pounds. So what I'm saying is, you can start tracking your calories. And that don't cost, that don't, just put in MyFitnessPal. That's not going to be extra effort. I'm not even telling you to go to the gym right now. You know? How far is your commute to your office? Do you work for office? You work remote? Or how y'all running this shit?
No, I mean it's entrepreneurship, so I work from home.
Yeah, I mean, not every entrepreneur works from home. I had an office, back in the day. Okay, but that's cool. I
have a treadmill, like a desk treadmill.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. How many steps you get a day? Can you look at your iPhone? You got an iPhone?
Yeah, I have an iPhone.
I go to the health app and tell me how many steps you take per day.
The average, like monthly or weekly?
Yeah, give me last month.
Average in the last 6 months was about 8,000.
8,000. That's just better than I thought it would be. Would you be walking around the crib? Well, your diet is you just eating anything though. You're not even thinking about it. You're not putting much effort. You're not putting no thought into it. So now we're just going to start being more cognizant, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to start thinking about what we eat. Oh, hold up. Fuck. I'm trying to share my screen again, but it's acting super weird. They made an update on Stream Deck okay. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna give you a few options, brother. Right? You want to go. So our goal is, oh shit, you a busy entrepreneur. You still got that other job, or you just doing this?
No, I'm still contracting at my last employer.
Okay,
but definitely.
Right. How many hours a week you putting in?
On my personal business,
in general, in all work.
I mean, I think at least 80 a week.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So here's where we're going to start. We're going to start you, right? All right. So you got option 1. All right. You can track calories. Track calories and macros. MyFitnessPal, and then I'd like to see you. You weigh how much?
Like 280, 6 foot tall.
280. All right. So I'd say your calories bring it down to like 200. And the reason I say, because you say you gained like 80 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put your goal weight multiplied by 12. This is aggressive, 2,000 pounds, right? That's aggressive, right?
Mhm.
If you feel like it's too much, I would go for that. I would
Or like 220, like 60 pounds.
Yeah, but were you in great shape before that? Like you said, you want to be 200 pounds, so I took your goal weight. I mean, listen. Okay, here. I'll give you some leeway. I'll give you some room. So you're gonna go somewhere between 2,000 pounds. Sorry, and 2,400. Right? That's aggressive. All right, but I mean, listen, man, you almost 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So like we got to get aggressive. You're gonna fucking shed rate real fast, and then you don't have to do anything else to lose that weight. Right? If you want to lift weights, if you want to work out, if you want to walk more, option, you know what, you could 15,000 steps, but that's optional. Right? If all you did was this, you would lose weight. If all you did was this, there's no version of reality where you won't lose the weight. All right. Okay. Now I'll give you option 2. And remember, I'm not even telling you to go to the gym. I'm not even telling you to work out. If you want, you can get more steps. Because I remember this one dude I trained, he was like 300 something, like close to 400. Which is what will happen if you don't take this. If you gain 60 pounds next year, right? You can gain 60 last year. You can gain 60 pounds this year as well. You know what I'm saying? All right. So like, don't like, you know, you're trending in that direction. And I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. I want to help. All right. Number 2, your second option. You can do intermittent fasting. Right. And what I mean by that is you're going to do 16-8, which means you fast for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour feed-in window, right? So let's say you wake up, you don't eat till fucking 3. You know what I'm saying? And then you can eat in 3, 4, 5, 6. And then your last meal is at 11 or 2 and 10, right? You know, something like that. 2 to 10. But during this, I don't want you to eat fucking anything, right? In that hour, because you could still fuck this up, right? But we're gonna say no sugar.
What about like fake sugars, like
That's fine.
sodas and stuff?
Yo, fuck, that's fine, man. Don't let these fucking hippies tell you can't eat that shit. I'm gonna have some right after this, man.
Okay.
Right? Fuck them, man. Everybody who's saying that shit, suck my dick. All right, aspartame is that shit. It's a 70-year-old compound. It's one of the most studied compounds in the fucking world of all time. Now, if you ate it in, like, I'm not telling you to fucking eat it by the pound, but in normal dosage, it's proven to be fucking safe, man. You know what I'm saying? If you die, listen, man, the number 1 cause of death in America is obesity-related diseases. Did you know that? 1,400 Americans die. 1,500 now. 1,500 Americans die every day of obesity-related disease. To put that in perspective, only 3,000 people died in 9/11. That changed everything. 3,000 people. But we having an obesity 9/11 every other day. You get what I'm saying? So if motherfuckers need some fucking aspartame to lose some of this weight and not die, I'm with it, right? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you, because real sugar is fucking awful. All right. So no sugar during this, no sugar, no candies, no cakes, none of that fucking bullshit, because you're an adult, not a girl. And then that's the only thing. That's the only real restriction. I'm not gonna fucking go crazy with you in the beginning, right? All right. Yeah, no sugar. And again, optional 15,000 steps, and your iPhone tracks it. Right.
How many hours of treadmill walking is that?
I mean, listen, honestly, brother, that might just be a fucking 30-minute, 40-minute walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. I don't know. It depends on the person. Everybody's gonna be different, but I don't want to lie to you. Hold on, give me a second. How many hours of walking will it take to get an extra 6,000 steps a day?
Exactly how long it would take to walk an extra 6,000 steps without knowing how fast you walk. But on average, people walk about 2,000 to 2,500 steps per mile. So to get those extra 6,000 steps in, you're probably looking at least an extra 2 or 3 miles of walking. Now, if you want a more accurate estimate, I can help with that. Can you tell me how fast you normally walk?
You can go and ask Jimmy now yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. But the reason I said 6,000 because you already get 8 doing your regular shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't wrong. It's 7,000.
But that averages out, you know. That's just like
you
not
need
all
7,000. You know what I'm saying? Right. So and that's optional, right? Then we got number 3. Option number 3 for you. Meat. Pause. Sorry. Meat and veg diet. And this is all you eat is meat. You can eat certain dairies, meat, like dairy cheese, nuts, pulse, but you want to not many of those. And green leafy vegetables, only green leafy vegetables. Right. So it's a matter of fact, I have a guide. I'll put it in the chat where I kind of talk about this. Where I talk about, but yeah, it's just meat, green leafy vegetables, and that's it. That's it. You can drink, and you don't drink any of your calories. You only drink 0-calorie drinks, and you just do that. That shit works. This is what I usually. So when I train a lot of entrepreneurs, they usually go with this.
Number 3.
Yeah, that's one thing because it's like you can eat all day.
Right,
and you can within reason you can eat as much as you want. It's not a fucking challenge, right? But you can eat as much as you want within reason. You can still fuck it up, right? If you're a dick about it, but as long as you're reasonable, you won't fuck it up, and they don't have to think as much. Is it a green leafy vegetable? Is it spinach? Is it kale? Oh yeah, I can eat it. Is it meat? Cool, I can eat it. You know what I'm saying? It's a dairy, cool, I can eat it. Right. And then you just don't eat anything else. What about fruit? Nah, nigga. I said it was my fault. I didn't mean to turn up on you. Nah, man. Is it a fucking green leafy vegetable? No.
Damn.
Fuck up. How much fruit you eat every day?
Fruit? I mean, I don't really eat too much fruit to be
honest. Who gives a fuck? Motherfuckers be all tripping on, man, I can't eat fruit. Like you motherfuckers ain't eating as much fruit as you say you are.
Yeah.
Man, I can't eat fruit. You motherfuckers ain't eating fruit all day.
When you get, I'm assuming number 3 gets a lot of, and number 2 gets a lot of sugar cravings. What do you
maybe
usually?
At the beginning? Well, who's in charge? That's what I tell myself when I have cravings or there's something I want to do. Is like I just be like, man, who's in charge?
Yeah,
my fucking body, my limbic system, or me, Brandon Carter. Like I didn't want to go to the gym today, and I just remember asking myself, man, who's in charge? Who's in charge? You know what I'm saying? That's just somebody. You're gonna have to deal with that. That's the problem. That's what it is. You're gonna have to deal with the cravings initially, and they go away. I'm gonna give you something that I want you to download. Just check this out. So let me find it real quick. Is this it? Okay, no, hold on. I want to find this thing for you. I want to share with you. Actually just came out with this. So I'm gonna share this with you. First, I'm gonna put this in the chat as well. So I want you to get it. It's just a little. Copy. Hold up, 1 second. Man, I'm having trouble. Bear with me, y'all. All right, that's in the chat. It's in there right now. It's just you should be able to click on that. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Can you see it in the chat?
Yeah. I see it.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna bring it up for you too, because this kind of goes over all the options I gave you. Right? Boom. Basically, you can track your calories if you want. This is option 1. Oh no, I kind of just boom. I went into more detail on here than what I just gave you. I gave you like the most simple version.
So option 1 is like the most meticulous because it's active tracking.
And it's the one that's most that they can't fail. Right? You can still fuck up the other two if you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know, because it's leaving too much. Okay, here's the options. Boom. So that was the intro. The options: track your calories. Boom, 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 blah, boom, blah, 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 blah. Right. Option 3: meat and veg diet. This is the stuff you can't eat. You avoid really everything else. And then you know what I'm saying. Boom. All right, cool.
This is just like your book that you wrote back in the day.
Similar, right?
The 7 secrets. You were like the first one to kind of talk about like don't eat rice and pasta and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was on that shit, man. I've been on it before I was even keto, And then did I put intermittent fasting in here? I might have to edit this. I actually might have fucked this thing up. I probably have to re-edit this.
So there's a crazy
intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Intermittent fasting number 2. You can do that. Boom. Option number 3. Boom. All right. Now, and then I also had some stuff you could take to help with the cravings. So caffeine, 230 milligrams of caffeine. You could take that, right? And then also the stuff called ephedra. It really blunts hunger and improves energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't, anybody listening, if you're in the NCAA, you can't take it, right? It's a banned substance, but you can get it. You got to go to the pharmacist and give her your ID and say, yo, I want some Broncaid. And you'll get able to get it. Then it's stuff called ketone esters. This stuff gives you energy, makes you not hungry as well. So these two is make it easier when you asked about cravings. You'll have less of it when you take these supplements with it, right? And I'll take this stack 2 or 3 times a day, depending on your tolerance. Yeah, depending on your tolerance,
What if you don't take it one day? Do you notice?
Do whatever you want. You might not. You might have less. You're most likely gonna have less energy, and you're probably gonna have more cravings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it worked. You know what I'm saying? Dude said that might not work if you're an athlete. Yeah, man. Well, did you just hear? He said he was 280 pounds, man. He's not out here. He's not out here competing in the motherfucking combine right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we're trying to get him in shape. All right. So y'all can all click that shit to check it out more. But yo, this is your roadmap. You pick your poison. Which one of these options sounds best for you, man? Option 1, track your calories. Option 2, intermittent fasting. Option 3, meat and veg diet.
I think number 2, honestly, because it kind of just sounds like the easiest one to start.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sure. And so like, yeah, you can. Well, all right. When you gonna have your first meal? What time of day? You got an 8-hour feeding. You can start at 12. In that 8, you can start at. You can start at
like 11 to 7, something like that.
What time you go to sleep?
Between 1 to 3 a.m.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would have, like, personally. Some people do it, but I like my feeding feeding window with my last meal, and then go to sleep. So
you like to push it further.
Yeah, that way I can. That when I used to do that, I did this for like 5 years in a row, intermittent fasting, and 100% I did that. because I can't sleep when I'm hungry. But I can work and move around when I'm hungry because I can take stimulants and shit like that.
Have you noticed that sometimes after eating, you have like cognitive decline? Like you don't
Well,
function.
yeah, 100%. That's normal, especially if you're eating carbohydrates. What happens is your glucose levels are spiking, right? And then your pancreas, when your glucose levels go above 110, your pancreas secretes a hormone called insulin. And insulin's job is to take as much glucose out of your bloodstream as possible, but it'll do it indiscriminately, and it'll take like as much as it can find, and that's why you get a crash after. That's what a sugar crash is too. That's exactly what a sugar crash is. When somebody eats a bunch of sugar, they get hyped for a second, and then they get tired. That's what it is. So your glucose levels are going all over the place. That's why.
Have you noticed sometimes when you're fasting, like you'll feel a little bit weak? Is that like electrolyte, or what do you?
That's electrolytes. Yeah. I probably should have put this on. If you're gonna fast, so you want to have more salt in the morning, more electrolytes, and if you're gonna fast, you definitely need to get on this shit. You definitely need to get on the keto stack. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be helpful, bro.
The caffeine, does it matter whether you're getting it from energy drinks, caffeine pills, or coffee? Does that matter? Or?
It doesn't matter. You just you want to make sure you're getting enough, right? So you want to get it. Each time you do this with the stack together, it needs to be 200 milligrams or 200 to 300 milligrams. So you can get a caffeine. I mean, you can get a pre-workout. That's my preferred method because I know I can get a lot. But you could take a fucking few shots of espresso.
You'll take the pre-workout even if you're not going to the gym, like just.
I take it just cause, man.
Okay.
I like it. That's my shit. How many shots of espresso equal 200 milligrams of caffeine?
That depends a bit on the.
Answer the question again. Answer the question. Myron was right, man.
Gemini, man. You gotta use ChatGPT instead.
I use them both. Sometimes it depends. Look here, homie. How many shots of espresso do I have to take to equal 200 milligrams of caffeine?
On average, a single shot of espresso contains about 63 milligrams of caffeine. So, to reach 200 milligrams, you'd need roughly 3 shots. Keep in mind that caffeine content can vary, though.
You take that immediately, like the whole 3, like take all 3 shots, or space it like throughout a week.
I mean, I take this shit together, man. It's a stack, so I stack this shit. If you want to space it out, you can, But I'll take what I'll do is I mix the ketone esters within the pre-workout, then take the Bronchade pill, and I'm ready. I'm good to go, man.
The ketone stuff, do I have to be in the ketosis in order for it to be effective?
No. But you will be because you're not eating. What do you think your body's running off of? What do you think your body's running off of when you don't eat food?
I mean, yeah, you're fat.
Fat. What's the ketogenic diet? Yeah, I bet you know what I'm saying. Everybody who does intermittent fasting, if you test their fucking ketone levels during their fast, 100%. If they feel good, 100% they're in ketosis.
How long? So if I do that intermittent fasting, but I do consume, let's say, carbohydrates, does that stop? How long would it take me to get into the ketosis?
Oh, I mean, listen, you're gonna have a huge adjustment period. Like the first 2 weeks of this is gonna suck. It's gonna feel like you're gonna feel like shit. The first 2 weeks.
The fasting. Or any of them would feel like shit.
Any of them, all of them. You're gonna hate all of them the first 2 weeks. For your body's got to adjust. You're gonna go through with some withdrawal symptoms. The fucking drugs I prescribed you are gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Because caffeine is a drug. So I'm being kind of a joke, right? But it's gonna help with that. But yeah, this is the first 2 weeks. This shit is gonna 2 to 4 weeks. It's gonna suck, man. You're gonna hate it. But who's in charge?
I'm in charge.
Yeah, all right. Let's go.
For sure.
All right, brother.
Is it ideal? Is the ultimate goal to do all three? Like to do the meat and veg, to do the intermittent fasting, and eat under the couch?
No, I just want you to pick. Not
Okay.
now. You don't start with all three.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just pick one. Start there. You're gonna get progress like super fast because you're significantly overweight, so you're gonna lose weight super fast.
Yeah.
And then if you feel like the progress is stalling, then you can start doing something else. Then you can start adding.
Yeah.
Well,
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for putting out all this amazing content. Over the last decade, and you're one of the real ones. So I appreciate it a lot.
Awesome, man. Listen, good. Keep us posted. I want to see you in 30 days, man.
And please more watch content. I love that stuff.
Oh, what's that? That's the Daytona
Ghost.
That's the Ghost is fucking hard, bro. You gotta love that shit. All right, man. I'll let you, brother. Peace.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that Daytona Ghost, man. That shit is fucking fire. All right. The only reason I never got a Daytona because it's like I just feel like it. Every time I put it on, it looks a little small to me. But that may be my brain taking off the AP offshore and it looks huge, and then putting on a Daytona is just like I don't know. All right. Anyway, yo, what up, man? The homie Vic was good.
Hey, what's good? Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine, man. I hear you just fine.
So I've been just to cut to the chase real quick because I know there's probably other people. So in 2019, I was the physique on the left side.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. So I got all the way down. So in this picture, I was 155 or 150. Okay. And this was when I was at 180. So in these 30 pounds that I cut, this picture was after COVID. So in 8 months, I gained 125 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, because all the gyms shut. Sorry about that. All the gyms cut out.
You were just eating anything.
Well, I basically went from I was on 1,400 calories a day. Like I do all the tracking. I was lifting I was on a 5-day split, doing 2,000 calories of cardio a day at my peak to get into that shape. And then since then, so this in 2024, I don't know if you can see here.
Okay, I see something. Yeah.
So I started at 240 at the beginning of last year, and I got all the way down to at around November. It says 224.
Hey.
220. But I got down to like 210, and I've been kind of oscillating since there from 210 to 220. But I wanted to say all that to say that my goal shifted from 2019 to just having a physique to wanting to become a professional chess player. That's been like my goal. I know you've talked about how like chess players burn a lot of calories.
I've read that. Yeah.
And I've experienced it too, going to tournaments. Like one of the tournaments that I played in when I was in that shape, in that physique. And so my main question was I achieved that diet though from strictly counting calories.
Nice.
And like I have it all on my MyFitnessPal. I could show it to you, but I think the results and the tracking.
I believe you. Yeah.
So my main question is, since my goal is to become a professional chess player, but I also want to maintain that level, that physique, that and also have my cognition for chess be good. And one of the issues that I've struggled with is I'm prescribed Valium for sleep, not for anxiety, but for sleep. So I wanted to really focus on ketosis because I heard that it's good for neurological stuff in general. And I don't have an issue with cutting weight, losing weight. Like I've been following you since I was a teenager, like almost 27 now, but I've been watching you since I was like 15, something like that.
Nice.
So that's why I thought I would come prepared with that as a little bit of quick context, so you could give me the help that I need. How would I go about? So in this year, I didn't cut. I lost 30 pounds, but I didn't cut, and I just did I worked out way less than I did in 2019. I only lifted twice a week, but I focused on benching and squatting one day, and the other day I did military press and deadlifts, and I did.
I'm sorry, brother. What's the question, man? There's a lot of work, and I feel you. It's just like I'm getting lost. With the, like you're losing me, man. Let's just one thing at a time. What's the question, brother?
So I guess my main question would be what would be the optimal way to maintain the results that I got back in 2019 without putting in as much emphasis as I did back then, because I was working at, like I said, I was eating 1,400 calories, lifting 5 days a week.
Got it.
All
right, cool. All right, so check it. Let's jump into this. All right.
Okay.
If I look here, so those of y'all who don't know, man, like this a lot of research came out that said chess players burn, a chess player can burn up to 6,000 calories a day by working playing in a chess tournament. And the reason why, because your brain is like one of the most energy demanding. It's the most energy demanding organ you have. So your brain at rest, your brain burns about 25% of your body's energy. It takes up 25% of your body's energy at rest, right? But it's only 5% of your body mass on average, right? So imagine if you're thinking like super hard and at a high level, right? It's actually cognitively demanding. All right. And it sounds like you want to be able to you want to lose weight, but you want to be able to still have energy for your sport. And
correct.
All right.
Correct.
Cool. Do they drug test and test chess tournaments? No. Okay. All right. Cool. And I wasn't saying that because I wanted you to do drug. I just want to know what my options are. All right. So we got that. We got this right here. All right. So what I'm thinking is hold on. All right. So there's a lot of fucking evidence that this is, Google AI, but there's a lot of studies and a lot of evidence that ketogenic diet can improve your cognitive function, right? And that's the main reason I did. I didn't do it to look better. I was already in great shape. This is the main thing I did. The cognitive abilities. Studies show keto can improve cognitive abilities and quality of life for people. It's really good for brain shit. Is what I'm trying to say. It was invented in 1920 by doctors to help kids with epilepsy, which is a brain disorder, right? And it cured those kids' epilepsy without drugs. Presumably, those kids got ripped too, right? So but the main thing for you is it can be an alternative fuel source, right? So your brain wants to go, everything wants to run off glucose, right? But in the absence of glucose, your body's going to start. Once you become keto adapted, your body's going to start using fat for fuel, with either fat that you ingest or your fat cells. It'll convert your fat cells into fuel, and you'll always have enough fat cells. But the problem with glucose you have to keep replenishing, right? You don't have as many glycogen stores.
So by replenishing, using sources that come from stuff like this.
Exactly.
Okay.
I never have to do that, right? But some people, if it's like somebody who's on a regular diet, if they drink some Gatorade or something, which is like Kool-Aid,
right?
It's delicious, right? But if you drink that, you'll have a boost of energy, right? Because you're going to get fast glucose, right? But if you don't need glucose, you would be in a different position. Does that make sense?
One thing. That makes sense. One thing I did notice, though, the difference between like a Gatorade and the orange juice, which I know you've talked about a lot, is the electrolytes. So I think So I guess one step to get in that direction to eliminate glucose as the energy source, but get the benefits would be to find some electrolyte supplement that doesn't have carbohydrates.
And there's plenty. There's
okay.
Hold on, let me see. This stuff that Huberman be pumping all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with it too. They don't pay me though. They don't pay me. They don't fucking. They don't. They gotta.
They should.
But this shit, I like this shit, and I keep this with me just throughout the day. Not the chocolate flavor, gross. The watermelon flavor, right? And now they sell these in the watermelon. They sell these at the vitamin shop. But this shit right here.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you can get off the fucking sugar, and you don't, if you get to a point where you don't need sugar, and you can,
that's easy.
You know, but it's also another alternative fuel where I keep.
Okay.
Now, full disclosure, I'm cool with the CEO of this company, but I still think it's that shit. You know, he don't pay me either. He really should. Because I know him personally, but whatever. Not this shit, because this shit gets you kind of drunk off ketones. You don't know about this. But like this right here, take a shot of this.
Yeah, I think I've heard you talk about this.
Yeah,
for sure.
I talk about it all the time. And it helps get rid of hunger, and it gives you more energy. And you don't even need to be in keto to get the benefits. It's just, you'll just get the fuel, but you don't have to be in keto to you don't have to be keto to get it.
So if my goal is to transition from, so I'm good at counting my macros. I've done it, like, I just haven't been consistent over my fitness journey, but I know how to do it. And when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So if my goal is to transition from just counting calories to being in ketosis, what would be the tools? Like, I know there's, I know sometimes you say be under 50 grams of carbs, and sometimes it's 100 grams of carbs, and then sometimes
the truth is it's going to be different. Like, because you actually want to be in ketosis for performance enhancement reasons, right?
Correct.
And so you should probably get like a
ketone measure.
Yeah, man, measure your blood, if you don't mind, your blood glucose levels, and see how much you can take, how high you can take your shit.
So
not a blood glucose, a ketone. Something that measures your ketones, but with your blood though.
What is the tool that you use to measure it? Because I know
it was one. I forget the name of it, man. Hold on.
Just to make it easier on me, because I don't know much about keto. I've been contemplating it for a while. Like, I was more on the carnivore track for a little bit. But I really want to just go full gung-ho on keto. Just try it, see if it works for me. Maybe get me off the. Okay.
These people make good stuff. You know, and they don't. You want to get the one, not the glucose ones. I mean, all you need is the keto one. They started with the glucose shit. I think you can. Fuck, man, they're confusing me. Yeah, I think I used this one. Okay, no, this is fine. This one is good, and I think you have to just set it if you want to test your glucose or your ketones, right? So Abbott Laboratories is good, and I'm tripping. This one is good. I think it is. It just confused me for a second because I haven't bought one of these in a long time. I'm in a good spot.
What was the brand? It was called Keto Mojo by.
Yeah, Keto Mojo.
Okay, Keto Mojo.
Yeah, this is fine.
And,
just get the
okay. And the basic kit. Okay.
Yeah.
And so if the main thing would just be to keep carbs between 50 to 100.
No. Like especially when you start off, man, you want to keep it like under like around 50.
Okay, so keep it strictly under 50 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
And then get the rest of the macros from protein and fat, but make sure I'm hitting the protein.
People say you can get your protein too high and you go to something called gluconeogenesis, but that's not. I used to test my ketones levels twice a day for like 2 years. And no matter how high I took my protein, I never got kicked out as long as my carbs were low enough. That's been my experience.
Okay.
You might be different.
That's I mean, since you're king keto, that's why I thought I would just get
to
straight the point.
Smart move.
I just wanted to make sure before I switched from what I was doing currently for my diet that I just start with the right stuff. But I think I think that's all I wanted to ask. So just to double check, the LMNT is for electrolytes, right?
Yeah. Anytime you start feeling weak, you take one of some of that, especially when you first start keto, or just start diet. Anybody who's dieting or fasting, if you feel weak, you say, "Man, I didn't have no energy." Drink some electrolytes. You'll feel way better. I swear to God. Okay. I swear to God. I almost said anyone. Before that shit came out, when I first started keto 8 years ago, so that shit wasn't out. I would like put salt in my water, or if I started feeling weak or drowsy in the beginning, I just drink a cup of chicken broth.
That's what I've been having chicken broth with lamb to kind of like as my main protein source of the day. That's what I've been doing.
Or bone broth.
Oh yeah, bone broth. And actually one more thing that was interesting that I heard you talk about a lot is how you used to smoke cigarettes. And I was never a cigarette smoker growing up. Like I was more of a pothead at first. But it always confused me until I got older, because when I was young, I didn't really get it because of what they taught, how they stigmatize certain things. But as I got older and had to deal with more responsibilities, and then when you mentioned like how you used to smoke cigarettes when like you were 24 and your tragedy and your story started right with I don't want to bring up what everyone on the show knows, but so I was just curious about how you were able to how are you able to use that vice and still, or use something like that?
It's genetics. Like the people in my family they're fucking crackheads who are like fucking 70 years old, man. Like honestly, motherfuckers smoke, drink, and they just. I have a uncle who's been smoking cigarettes legitimately probably 60 years. You know what I'm saying? 60 years he's smoking cigarettes. Fine. You know what I'm saying? Drinks alcohol every time I see him. I mean, zero problems. Right? It's just a genetic thing, man. I come from a long line of mutants. Like, man, we can't. We're hard to kill, man. Everybody in my family dies of old age.
For sure. And that's the main reason I wanted to ask it, is because I just wanted to make sure that if I make certain choices to help me reach my spot or my goal short term, that like if I'm sticking,
nicotine is a nootropic. So sometimes when I'm working real hard, I'll put on a nicotine patch.
Yeah, like at the moment, I've been trying to cut off the black and milds and use more.
I would do that. I would do that if I was you.
All right, brother. All right, thank you. Thank you for all the content. Yep, thank you.
We got Tango. He looks like he's live from hell. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? How's it going?
What's up, man?
No, it's like the computer screen, because it's like orange or whatever for like the night mode.
Hey, man, even better. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
Fantastic, man. How can I help you?
So I like, for a little bit of background, hold on. I just closed out of there. Oh, we're back. Yeah, for some background, so I'm a freshman in college. Well, technically I'm a sophomore in credits, but it's my first year.
Okay.
And so, you know, I'm pretty strong. I'm very fast. You know, like I have that part dialed in. I have the work ethic dialed in. But I kind of find myself, because I want to go to law school, you know, after this and be a lawyer. And I kind of like, and I even found this last year while I was still in high school, I just kind of can't really appreciate, you know, the present moment. And I kind of always find myself wanting to get something over with. So like in high school, it's like I want to get high school over with.
Okay.
You know, now it's like I want to get, you know, undergrad over with. You know, when I get to law school, I want to get law school over with. And I just
Okay.
always like find myself looking for the next thing. You know what I mean?
Okay. We got a question in here?
Kind of how do I get out of that, you know, like frame of mind? Because
Why do you
yeah,
think why do you think you need to get out of that? Why do you think you need to get out?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you know, if you're not living in the moment, you know, I mean, it's
What
kind of
happens
like,
if you're not in the moment? What happens?
um, that's a good question.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
a
we
good
want to make sure
question.
there's a problem to solve, right? Because don't I mean like if you're fucking chilling, if you're happy with this, then who cares? Who wants to fucking be different just because everybody tells you should be? You know?
That's
Like,
a good. That's a really good point. Yeah,
everybody was
because
like,
I'm not satisfied.
okay, what aren't you satisfied with? What
No, that's like what I mean. Like I'm saying, I'm not, you know, satisfied. Just like, you know, here where I'm at right now. Like I want, you know, to
yeah.
get, you know, beyond this. So
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
I think that's a normal response. If you're not happy with where you're at, fuck you mean live in the moment, right? Like if I'm like you know what I'm saying, like that's good if you are in a good moment, right?
Yeah,
But like if you're not in a good moment, then fuck that shit. You
yeah.
know
I
what I'm
mean, you
saying?
know,
Like
like yeah,
why do you want to be all happy about some shit that you don't like?
yeah.
Get
That's true. I mean, I'm not complaining because
yeah.
like because you know, year over year, you know, month over month, you know, I'm happier, you know, where I am now, you know,
Mhm.
compared to, you know, before. You know, but yeah, totally. I like that, and I didn't really think about it that way.
Yeah, man. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you gotta be whatever. Do whatever works for you, man. And if you're not, you know, live in the moment. What if you don't like the moment? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Fuck
yeah. That's a good point. That's a good
yeah.
point.
All right.
And you know, going further, you know, into that, you know, like I said, I have the work ethic. You know, I like you can ask, you know, anyone I know. Like I work extremely hard.
Okay.
I always find myself kind of like I'm trying to figure out the right word for it is
Yeah.
just wanting to like rush the whole process. I mean, does that kind of, you know, play into that same thing with
You're
like
impatient. You're impatient.
extremely, yeah,
You're young.
extremely.
It's normal. How old are you?
18.
Yeah, man. You, I mean, it's a flaw, right? Yeah, for a youngster, but it makes sense, right? Because you
Yeah,
gotta remember, like, I don't know, if I tell you to wait a year for something, you've only been alive 18 years. You've only been cognizant. You probably only remember fucking 13 of those years. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's a year is like a huge percentage of your life so far. So of course you're not going to be patient, but the more you can have a long-term focus, the better. And you know, you want to work as fast. Use that energy, man. You work as fast as possible, but don't rush. There's a difference, you know. Going as fast as possible and rushing, they're two different things.
like how would you differentiate them?
Rushing means you don't care about quality, and you don't care. Like let's say you have a task, you just want to get it over with, and you don't give a fuck how it turns out as much. Moving fast as possible means how fast I'm moving with urgency, but I still have a standard of quality.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I mean, like right now, I mean, because I'm not at the point, you know, where I have to, you know, really get heavily into like LSAT study and stuff. Like I just gave myself like a goal in mind to like read a book a week. I'm on 3 right now. I'm
Oh,
gonna have 4 done by the end of the week. Like, cause you were talking to Joey earlier, you know,
I
you
think
told him to
that's cool.
read. Like I'm already on that.
But if you're going to take the LSAT, if I was you, I start practicing, like start getting ready for it. Because the more you sweat during peace, the less you breathe. I mean, the more you sweat during peace, the less you bleed during war. Right. So if you start practicing for the LSAT way before you need to. By the time you need to, you'll be way ahead of the game, and it'll be easier for you.
I've never heard that quote before. I like
Oh man,
that.
write it down, memorize it. I wish I could take credit for it, but this is live and a lot of people are gonna watch it, so I get caught in the lie. But like the more you sweat during peace, the less you bleed during war. So don't wait till you need to get ready to start getting ready. You
I
know,
appreciate that. Do you think I
yeah,
should?
fuck that book of the week shit, man. You got a goal, a clear goal in front of you. Everything needs to be in everything you do needs to be in service of that.
All right,
All right.
all
Good
right.
luck
I
to you, brother.
appreciate it.
All right, man.
Take
Awesome.
care.
Congratulations. I'm excited for you. Let's
Yeah,
get
I
it.
love the content. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, guys, this is gonna be the last one. Then I got to get up out of here. You know what it is. I got Zachariah. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, brother.
Cool. Yeah, man. First of all, I want to tell you, appreciate your content a lot. I started working in sales 2 years ago, and
Nice.
I remember watching a video that you posted about how you became obsessed with sales and listened to audiobooks all the time. That's
Yeah.
what I did, and now I'm 21. Every single summer, make about 75 to 100 grand.
In the
And
summer.
yeah, I just do door-to-door sales. So I just
Come
know
on, man. So that example, that content, like, helped put you in the right direction. Like that total immersion strategy is what I call it.
Yeah, so basically, yeah. So first summer I was it was that's exactly what I did, man. Every single day
Yeah.
was watching videos from you, Alex Fermozy,
Oh,
all that cool stuff. And yeah, first summer was good, made about 25 grand. This summer was 75 to 100, and next summer looking at 150 to 200.
yeah.
But man, my
That's
question
so
is,
nice. Yeah.
my question is, dude, I feel like a little bit like what Tango was talking about earlier. I am pretty impatient, and I don't know if I should just seize the opportunity and keep doing this every summer, or if during the off season I should launch a business. I don't have any other skills, if I'm being honest, except sales.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure, if I should partner with someone else, how you would go, if I should learn a new skill, where I should go.
If you don't
all
have
that
any of the businesses, you're gonna have to get a skill set to start a business, right? Like that's when people just say start a business, like, man, what are you good at, homie? You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna have to get good at something. You don't, and that's okay. I don't want to dissuade you. But
Yeah.
Man, if you make, when you say every summer you're making 75 grand in the summer, how many months are you working?
I work for 3 months. So during the off season, I hire and I do interviews for the team because I'm also managing now. And but it's really like I study at the same time as I do that. So it's really mostly
25 grand a month.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of money during the month.
No, why can't you work for someone else during the other 9 months somewhere else the other year?
So I'm a full-time student at the
Oh,
same
that
time.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could start another business during school. I mean, can you got time? Can you get a sales job or another sales job while you're part-time while you're in school?
Yeah, for sure. I think the thing is it definitely won't pay as much as the one I'm doing currently, right? Because I'm like at 35-40% commissions at this job. So I guess that's maybe dissuading me a bit. And I love the idea of being an owner at some point. But
how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Yeah, I mean, you could start another business, but you're just gonna have to. What are you in school for?
I'm at school for marketing. I've always loved, talking to people, sales, all that cool stuff.
Are you gonna get an MBA? Or are you gonna last year? Or are you gonna be done after this?
I don't think so. I don't really know of a lot of jobs that once I graduate are actually going to pay me as much as what I'm going to make next year, So it's kind of dissuading me a little bit from going down that path.
I understand. All right, cool. So that's what I think. When I was in school, I was like, all right, I'm not going to get an MBA. So it doesn't really matter what my grades are. As long as I feel like I learned the material, So I just got C's and I worked. You know what I'm saying? I just got C's, consistent C's. I did enough I didn't care what my grade was. I just cared that I passed, and I cared that I understood the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Because what the fuck? Nobody's gonna look at, in the real world. Nobody's looking at your grades unless you're like going to work for McKinsey or some shit. But I wasn't down that path. Right? So yeah, you could start another business or get another job. I think you just got to weigh out the pros and cons of each and decide which one I would need more information to tell you which one to do,
Yeah.
If you want to start, go ahead. What kind of business would you start? What would you have?
Well, I figure like since I know how to sell, like, and I'm super comfortable cold calling people and everything, if I can partner with someone who knows how to do, online marketing or anything like that, or even like these AI companies, then I can eventually just be in charge of the sales side, have my part of equity, they have their part, and do that type of stuff. And then I'm also looking at those videos about the Section 8 rentals I keep seeing, and I'm like, well, I have money.
Right? That's like investing, right? And I like that idea because investing is different than starting a business, right? But let me just show you something. I just want to give you some context, and you might have to do this to really understand it. This is very important. First of all, congratulations on your success. Are you making more than most adults? All right.
Thanks, man.
All right. Sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. I wanted you waiting. I said this guy was going to be the last one because I got to go to sleep at like 9:30, 10. Adam just jumped in the waiting room, so I don't want you to wait there because you know what I'm saying, because I'm bouncing after this one. All right. All right. Can you? Oh, my fault. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So here's this. I want you to take this into account. If you have your own biz, you take all the risk, right? You take all the risk. You take all the responsibility, right? However, you do get, what the fuck? You do get, typically more profit. And you got more freedom. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody has a job, just a regular job, almost no risk. Mid responsibility. You're only responsible for yourself. Excuse my handwriting.
Okay.
Less profit. Less freedom. Right? But in fact, you don't have to take any risks. It's not on you. In the middle, there is a sweet spot that is sales. And I'm just be honest with you. When I was really going hard with my other business, or with my business, there was a point where I was like, fuck, I wish I could just sell this whole shit. I was getting frustrated. I wish I could just sell this whole shit and just go start selling used need signs. Like just get rid of this shit. You get it. You don't, and there are some months where I pay my salespeople more than I pay myself, right? Because as the entrepreneur, I can only make, what's left over from the profits, right? Yeah. But the salespeople, they got to get their shit. They got to get their shit. They don't have to take the risk. Let's say you're selling cars. They're oh, my fault. I can add more shit to here. Marketing. Customer service, right? There's more shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That you got to do. You got to handle everything, right? But let's say I'm selling used cars, I'm selling Nissans. All I got to do is sell it. They handled the marketing. Johnny Nissan handled the marketing. If that I don't ever have to see the client again, this motherfucker can drive off a cliff, the car can explode. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my problem. You better holler at fucking your warranty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not responsible for shit. I ain't got to take no risk. It's a little bit of risk. It is a little bit of risk, right? Because you only get paid commission, right?
Yeah, 100% commission.
So there is some risk there, right? Yeah, and you get some freedom, not full freedom, but you get some freedom because a lot of times you can make your own schedule. Some responsibility. But so I'm just saying, just consider, especially just consider, man. Sometimes it's better to double down on what's working. You're making like $70,000 a year at age 21, working 3 months a year. If it were me, I'd be more excited about if I was in charge of your life. And I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You got to make your own decisions. You're an adult. But if I was in charge of I would be like, look, I figure out how do I double down on what's working. And once you're making more money, and also you can invest. You can just invest in businesses. Invest, stock market, motherfucking real estate. Invest in other shit that's more passive. And fucking if what you say is true, you're a way better than average salesperson. The average salesperson makes The average sales manager makes about $50,000 a year, right? Working 12 months. You're running laps around these motherfuckers. And I would honestly, man, if I was you, I would double down on what's working, homie. That's what I would do if I was in charge.
I actually like that. So then you would say during the off season, probably try and pick up a. I see a lot of these high ticket online salesmen. I haven't really looked into that too much, but I'm sure that's a good viable option from home.
Doing what you're doing, because you can do that shit now.
But I do door to door, and I live in Montreal, so it's super cold during the winter. So you can really only do it for like 4 months, and then
yes, you do that in 4 months. Okay, my fault. Yeah, so when you're not doing something else, or when you're in school, like you can work for these other people now. You can work on getting a sales job now. I would. Everybody's always looking for good salespeople. I'm not hiring right now because I only hire people who've been through my program. Like I only hire former students. But
cool.
But people always want salespeople, bro. Like good salespeople are hard to find.
That's true.
It's the hardest position to fill.
Yeah.
A good one. And so you should if what you say is true, you shouldn't have a problem getting a sales position somewhere. And you can get a remote sales job while you're not at school. Make your own, while you're in school, make your own schedule. Sell these motherfuckers from Zoom, man. I had a kid who was in college and he would sell like years ago, and he was selling, he was making 10, 15 grand a month part-time, selling my shit from his dorm room.
You know what? This was actually even more helpful than I expected, because it is true. I didn't think about all that extra pressure added on with school. If I did have a business, and sales does give me a lot of that freedom for sure.
Bro, especially if you're good at it, right? You're already good at it. It's like I like what you got going on, brother.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I definitely love sales a lot, and I owe you a lot for the videos you make, and I'm sure a lot of people in this call are very grateful for the help you bring.
Awesome, man. I'm glad I could help, brother. Listen, yo, keep me posted. Let me know what you decide. Come back in a few months. Let us know what happened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Have a great night.
I'll let you. Peace. All right, guys, man. It's been another episode, man. This was fun, man. There's a lot of people come on. We helped a lot of people. And you know what? We also had fun. Listen, I got a bunch of free resources. It's a pinned comment in there, to help you. I got a free fat loss guide. I got a free the Victory Vision Planner to help you track your goals, and habit tracker is free. I got the free ebook 10 Commandments of Online Training, show you how to grow your online fitness business. Man, I got a lot of free shit for you, man, in the description or that link I posted. I'll holler at y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace. Oh, I'm going to be doing this every night, the new schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. until I tell you otherwise. All right, peace.